In this year, 2024, it's like, ooh, is it still a good idea for me to just launch myself out there without a certification? Is it even worth it? If you have any of those questions in your head, don't worry, because we're gonna get into it right now. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time certified 7-figure life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things, including recording this video in my home. Welcome to my home. I don't think we've ever shot in this room before. But in this video, I wanted to talk about, is life coach training actually worth it? And give you my honest answer from a certified life coach, because that's what I am. And I feel like I've been on both sides of the fence. I launched my business before I had a coaching certification. I coached for years. I had my own coaching methodology that I walked clients through. And it wasn't until relatively recently, last year, that I went ahead and got my coaching certification. And now I offer accredited coaching certifications to other aspiring life coaches. So I know in this year, 2024, it's like, ooh, is it still a good idea for me to just launch myself out there without a certification? Is it even worth it? What on earth am I gonna learn? If you have any of those questions in your head, don't worry, because we're gonna get into it right now. All right, so as it stands, as I'm recording this at the beginning of 2024, is life coach training worth it? I believe it is. I believe it is. Now hear me, my stance has not changed. You don't need a coaching certification in order to be a coach. Yes, even though I offer accredited coaching certifications, you don't need a coaching certification to be a coach. However, I do think that it is going to become increasingly more important for coaches to have one, which is why I went ahead myself and got my coaching certification, and why I now offer it to my clients who are looking to grow coaching businesses. I mean, I still have programs that you can join if you want to learn how to grow your coaching business that don't include the certification, but now I kind of have a jumbo package, a jumbo coaching program that will give you an accredited certification and then show you how to build the business on the back end, because I believe that it's really worth it for a few reasons. The first reason is confidence. And I was actually really surprised to see this with a lot of my clients who, despite all of my encouragement, hey, it's okay, you can be a coach, you can come up with your own coaching methodology, you don't need a certification to be a life coach. Despite all of my, encouragement and prompting, they just could not shake this feeling of like, I don't have the confidence to really coach unless I've gone through a formal life coach training. And I really get that, and I really respect that, right? Some of the greatest, most well-known coaches in the world don't have a traditional certification. Tony Robbins comes to mind because he was able to develop his own methodology over time, but I know not everybody is going to do that, and they just feel personally more confident if they have that credential behind their name. So I do think having a life coaching certification or some sort of coach training where hey, I know how to coach, I know the difference between coaching and consulting. I certainly know the difference between coaching and therapy, because if you are not a licensed therapist, you should not be offering therapy to anyone, right? And coaching is not the same with that. And I have videos that explain the difference, but you want to make sure that you go through that training so that you know those differences, all the ethical considerations, all the legal considerations, and most importantly, how to create transformation for your clients, because coaching isn't just telling, right? Coaching is an entire process, right? It's a way of questioning. It's a way of working with a client in order to draw out and to pull out the best course of action for them. And so I recognize that a lot of people aren't going to be able to just stumble into that and to do that effectively. And so life coach training can really accelerate your ability to be an effective coach. All right, the next reason why I do recommend getting a life coaching certification, if you're able to, is that it is going to help with your credibility, particularly if you want to do anything around the corporate world. So I know most people watching this are trying to get on out of corporate America, and I get that. It's kind of funny. I've been out of corporate America for 8 years, and now I find myself getting pulled back in doing coaching training and coaching certifications for corporations who want to have coaching for their leaders, for their employees, or any of their constituents. And so if you are working with people who are in the corporate dynamic, even if you aren't, even if you leave corporate America and start your own business, if you still want to coach to corporations or to leaders in corporations or any type of organization, it could be nonprofits, it could be governments, you might find that having a coaching certification, particularly an accredited coaching certification, because not all certifications are accredited, but having a certification that has an accreditation behind it, that's recognized. Certainly for me, it was important to have an accreditation that was recognized internationally, not just because I have international clients, but also because I do work internationally. Many of you know that I host my retreat every year in South Africa, and we're actually starting to do more business in South Africa, and a lot of government initiatives based on a lot of the work that we're doing with the young people and helping improve unemployment and all of those things. So won't go down that rabbit hole, but I will say having a coaching certification, having an accredited coaching certification certainly helps me when I'm pitching those bids and really positioning myself. So, you know, your clients may or may not want to see it from you. I think over time, increasingly, as the coaching industry grows, I do think clients are going to want to see it just because there's more people coming into the market. So I do find that whether you're working directly with individuals or you venture out and work with organizations, you're going to be covered either way, and it's going to really add to your credibility. So it's certainly worth it from that standpoint. Now, the other reason that I think is worth it, and it's part of the reason why I went ahead and got mine, is I think it's worth it from a liability standpoint. Yes, again, while there's no law now that says that you need to have a coaching certification in order to be a coach, I do foresee a day where there's going to be more regulation in the coaching industry that's going to require that people who are marketing themselves as coaches do have some sort of certification. So for me, I'm all about future-proofing your business. I'm in it for the long haul, right? I think about, you know, creating a business, creating a brand that's really going to be an asset, you know, that's going to last, you know, a long time. That's something my kids and maybe even my grandkids can take over. And so if you're looking for that longevity in your business as well, you want to make sure that you do things that are really going to set it up for success, not just, you know, for next year, but really for next decade, or, you know, maybe even for next century. And so for me, getting that certification was that kind of future-proofing element. And again, we're already starting to see more regulation, certainly more regulation around the marketing. But again, I do think there's going to be more regulation around the providers who are providing coaching. And so getting a certification, particularly getting an accredited, right, a recognized certification, just kind of, you know, ticks that box. It gets it out of the way. It's never something that you're going to have to worry about. And I just like the idea of being able to build my business and not having this thing hanging over my head of like, oh, you know, maybe I should have gotten my certification. Just knock it out, get it out of the way, and then you never have to worry about it again. All right, I have more where that came from, but first I want to hear from you. Do you think a life coach training is worth it? Go ahead and share in the comments below. All right, so while I think life coach training is worth it for all of those reasons, I would be remiss if I didn't share the things that it's not gonna do for you. And I say this because if I had a dollar, right, truly for clients who have come to me like with tears in their eyes saying, man, I wish I would have joined your program, but I joined this other program. It was a $30,000, you know, coaching certification, and it didn't teach me all the things that your program is gonna teach. And they're like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? I heard that enough times. That's why I decided to create my coaching program that is going to cover all of these things. But what most coaching certifications will not do is, one, it's not gonna help you build your brand, and two, it's not going to help you get clients. I say this again because people are spending their life savings on these coaching certifications only to learn just how to coach, but not learn how to build the business and how to actually get clients in today's market, right? And I say this as someone who has gone through a few coach trainings, so I've seen what others are offering on the inside, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe they're charging for this. Even coach certifications that are saying like, oh yeah, we teach you how to build a business. I mean, I've seen programs where all they are offering is like a Word document, you know, a PDF that says like, oh, this is how you register your website on GoDaddy. Like, it's not comprehensive. It's not really showing you how to do that. And so just understand that while a certification or life coach training can be worth it for all the reasons we talked about, you know, your credibility, your confidence, you're hedging against that liability, it's really the start of your journey. It's not the end. And so a lot of people think, oh, if I leave my job and then I get the certification, boom, boom, I'm in there, I'm officially a coach. And while you might officially be a certified coach, you're not really a coach until you start having paying clients, right? And that becomes your profession. And that's gonna require the business building aspect that a lot of life coach trainings don't offer. I say a lot because my life coach training does. That's why I created it, specifically because I saw this gap in the marketplace and I really wanted to offer something that if someone was going to invest and they were gonna invest at a high level, I wanted to make sure that they were gonna get everything that they needed in order to be successful. So if you wanna learn more about my coach certification, it's called the Next Big Name Coach. You can click the link below to learn more about it, but it is an accredited coaching certification program. It's accredited by an internationally recognized third-party coaching accreditation firm. It's not just me saying it's a certification. It's been, you know, approved by others in the industry who say, yes, this is is exactly what you need to know in order to coach properly and to help your clients get results. But with that, we also show you how to come up with your own coaching methodology so that you can stand out from the crowd, even above and against other people who have coaching certifications. And so from there, we will actually choose your niche for you. We work with you to choose your niche. We'll help you come up with your own coaching package, and then we'll show you how to put all the pieces together, all of the systems, all the sales, all the things. We even give you software, website templates, all of that, so that you can launch your coaching business successfully from day one and from scratch. So if that is of interest to you, go ahead and click the link below to apply, and one of my enrollment coordinators will reach out to you for a call, and they'll walk you through the entire process. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you can't wait for my next YouTube video, make sure you're following me on both Instagram and TikTok. It's CourtneyLSanders on both. And if you can't wait for my next Instagram or TikTok post or my next YouTube video, make sure you're also subscribed to my podcast. It's The Courtney Sanders Show on both iTunes and Spotify. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.